Donald Trump is now throwing Elon Musk under the bus. Trump is also throwing Russ Vought, the head of the Office and Management Budget, under the bus for the memorandum which froze federal funding to departments and agencies, which was incredibly unpopular, whether you were in a red state or a blue state, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. Governors throughout the country, people throughout the country were outraged that federal funding was so abruptly cut off with a vague memo. Now Donald Trump and the White House is basically saying they didn't even get to review the memorandum. They said they didn't see it, that it went outside of the protocol through the Office of Management Budget, which we now know is also being led not just by Russ Vought, the author of Project 2025, but also Elon Musk has stuck his lackeys to basically run and operate the Office of Management Budget. They also were the ones who gave that fake severance offer to the 2 million plus federal workers, which if you actually read the fine print, seems like a total fake offer. Now, look, Trump is throwing Musk under the bus, throwing the Office of Management Budget under the bus, but let's reflect on what Elon Musk literally said with Donald Trump during the campaign that we tried to repeat over and over again here on the MeidasTouch network. I mean, this is a headline. Elon Musk sees Trump's economic plans causing temporary hardship, is what he said. He goes, there would be an initial severe overreaction in the economy and then hopefully sustainable growth. It's like a direct quote from Elon Musk and Donald Trump during the campaign. Or how about this headline? Musk says Trump win would result in hardship to some Americans. The world's richest man promises big spending cuts if Trump gives him a job. Says people taking advantage of government are going to be upset. By the way, we've got the receipts. We've got the audio. Here was the unearthed audio of the richest man in the world and in America, Elon Musk, saying that Trump's agenda will cause hardship, will inflict hardship right away. Trump was saying this. Musk was saying this. Russ Vought, the author of Project 2025, who worked with them, was saying this. Here, play the clip.
We have to reduce spending to live within our means. That necessarily involves some temporary hardship, but it will ensure long-term prosperity.
Now, this is from The Atlantic. I hope this title is being ironic here. The memo that shocked the White House, the directive from the Office of Management and Budget that froze most federal funds on Monday, had not gone through the usual approval process. Now, look, Ashley Parker is the author, and Ashley, I just think that Donald Trump probably was aware of this. You think that, does it make it worse if he wasn't aware of this, and he's so grossly incompetent and negligent, or he's intentionally or malicious? But they're saying what? That there was a secret process, a shadow government, the deep state of Elon Musk and Russ Vought and the Office of Management Budget. Did Donald Trump, did your own deep state of Elon Musk do this? I mean, come on here. Look, Donald Trump intended his flood of, that's what the article says, his flood of executive orders to shock and awe his opponents. But on Monday night, a memo from the Office of Management and Budget instead shocked the Trump White House. That memo, with its call for a temporary pause to all federal government grants and loans, set off widespread panic and confusion within the federal government and among the millions of individuals and institutions reliant on federal funds. But it was released without going through the usual White House approval process. Ashley, what are the usual White House approval processes? Is it when Donald Trump makes posts of right-wing influencers named Cat Turd with cats wearing glasses? Is that the standard protocol? Or how about when Donald Trump reposts QAnon accounts like this one, and others saying, let it flow. Trump sends in the military to turn on the water flow in California. Or this one, this is actually the QAnon one. At spiritual fighter, watch the water And then when you actually click on it, it's someone who goes, thank you, with the letter Q, for Donald Trump posting this. And her whole account's like, where we go, when we go all. So explain to me, Ashley, what the diligent processes and protocols are. Or is it, as MeidasTouch correspondent Mike Sachs has said, I wouldn't be surprised if the White House had trusted Vought's people, and I'll add on top of that Musk's people, who are now at the Office of Management and Budget as well, including OMB's incoming general counsel, to have just proceeded as they saw fit, carte blanche, without needing the White House approval, because all of the appointees were supposed to be the competent ones, and they were supposed to execute the Project 2025 plan. We've got more receipts. We always come with receipts here on the MeidasTouch Network, but let's recall then what happened, right? Then you had the White House and the Office of Management Budget put out another memo that purported to rescind the prior memo, which stopped all of the funding, and says, we hereby rescind it. Meanwhile, the various state attorney generals had been filing lawsuits throughout the country and in a Rhode Island federal court. And in the Rhode Island federal court, they were saying, one of the things that Trump's lawyers were saying is, look, we rescinded it. But then Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, said, this is not a rescission of the federal funding freeze. It's simply a rescission of the OMB memo. Why? To end any confusion created by the court's injunction. The president's executive order on federal funding remain in full force and effect and will be rigorously implemented. So you're saying it's not a rescission on the federal funding freeze, which is the OMB memo. But then you say what's really happening is it's a rescission of the OMB memo, but not the federal funding freeze in the memo. I just think that Caroline Leavitt doesn't know what the memo is. Donald Trump may not know what the memo is. They're getting a lot of grief from right-wing governors, Republican governors, former Trump voters who are saying, what the heck is going on? Well, the federal judge, Judge McConnell, was saying, I wasn't sure how I was going to rule, because if the order was rescinded, then it would be moot. I wouldn't need to issue injunctive relief. But because Trump's own press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, says it's not a rescission of the freeze, I'm going to order an injunction. Trump, you lose. And Trump was a loser in court. The freeze is blocked by the federal judge in Rhode Island, Judge McConnell. Trump was a loser. People are pissed. Republican governors are pissed. People are pissed. So what's Trump doing? It must have gone through some other process and channel. Was Russ Vought the one involved? Well, let's check in on Russ Vought. Before doing that, let's check in on Donald, because Donald, you were asked, can you take a quick question on government funding, on the freeze that has scared people to death, that has ruined people's lives, that has turned the country into chaos in the worst week and a half in presidential history? You want to tell us about that? Trump goes, yeah, I don't think it's appropriate timing. I don't want to talk about it. Play the clip.
Thank you. Mr. President, government funding. Can you take a quick question on government funding? Pause.
I don't think this is appropriate timing, really. I respect that, but I don't think it's appropriate. I can just tell you government is doing very well, and we're cutting way back, but this is not the appropriate time. Thank you.
But what does Donald Trump want to talk about? WMD, weapon of mass distraction, of course. He wants to say, oh, we discovered that Biden was trying to do $50 million in condoms to Hamas. Did you know that he was doing, and Hamas, they were using the condoms to make bombs, Hamas condom bombs, because of Biden. WMD, weapon of mass distraction. None of that's true. There weren't even condoms sent to Gaza. The whole thing is made. Every aspect of it is false. False. There's nothing true about it. The whole thing is false. But this is what they do. They want to distract you because they are losing. They are harming the country, and prices are going up, not down, and none of the things they said were going to happen are happening. But here, play this clip.
In that process, we identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas. 50 million. And you know what's happened to them? They've used them as a method of making bombs. How about that?
Okay, real talk. Does anyone else feel like diet culture is just too much? One day it's carbs are evil, the next it's eat only protein, and somehow they all claim to be the magic solution. I just want to eat in a way that feels good and makes sense for my life, and that's why I'm excited to partner with Fay, because they actually make this whole nutrition thing make sense. Could your relationship with food use an upgrade? Fay is a revolutionary platform that connects you with your own personal registered dietitian, making expert nutrition guidance accessible and affordable. So whether you're looking for help losing weight, improving your general health, or managing a health condition, Fay has a dietitian that's right for you. And the best part, all dietitians on Fay accept insurance, with over 700 plus insurance plans accepted, so you'll likely pay $0 out of pocket. I tried Fay last week and it was the best. I got a quick appointment with a dietitian right near me, by the way, and my insurance covered the entire thing. Are you tired of one-size-fits-all nutrition advice? Well, Fay dietitians work one-on-one with you to create a plan based on clinically proven methods, so you build lasting positive benefits. And it works. 93% of Fay clients report an improved relationship with food, and 85% reach their target weight. And meeting with a dietitian is so simple. Dietitians of Fay offer both virtual and in-person sessions, so you can customize your experience to whatever is most convenient for you. I'm so proud to have Fay as a sponsor because I think this will really improve people's lives. Achieve lasting results with the help of a registered dietitian through Fay. Listeners of MeidasTouch can qualify to see a registered dietitian for as little as $0 by visiting faynutrition.com/Meidas. That's faynutrition.com/Meidas. One last time, that's Fay Nutrition, F-A-Y, nutrition.com/Meidas, M-E-I-D-A-S. And make sure you use that URL so they know that I sent you.
So finally, let me show you Russ Vought so we all are on the same page. This is Russ Vought said that they're ready to go. They were going to implement this stuff. This isn't a shock. So Trump can try to throw Musk and Vought and others under the bus and say, I didn't know about this. You did. You did. Play the clip.
Okay. But all of it will be designed for a theory of the case that President, if a battle plan is out there that will do what he wants, there are the people like me that have his trust that will be able to get it to him in whatever position we're at, or I could be at Center for New America, but the relationships will be there, the trust level will be there.
And are you going to rebrand that second phase at all?
For what I do, the brand's not important.
And you're not worried that if it has Project 2025 on, he's going to go
no.
And you're not going to publish those?
No.
They go straight to...
Yeah, they're very, very close hold.
Okay, brilliant.
Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million. Check out MeidasPlus.com if you can. I think you'll enjoy it. MeidasPlus.com. Subscribe. You can even subscribe to it for free. We'd love for you to become a member, help grow this independent media platform. We have 0 outside investors, but subscribe for free. Thanks for watching. We got this. You got this.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.